Well, I just thought I'd check back in with y'all and see how we're doing politically. Wanted to make sure nobody's going to jump off a ledge, and let's ease each other back because I realize we're in the midst of high tension. Let's calm it down together. Let's do this. So I was watching an interview of Bernie Sanders. Actually, I watched a couple. He was on The View where he was being shot down. Every time he had something good to say, he was being interrupted. The only time audiences clapped were when they were questions about Hillary Clinton that said he could find agreeance with her in some form, or when he was bashing Trump. This leads me to believe that the media is not the only thing portraying a message they want us to see. I get that it's out there that we the people are supposed to feel that Hillary Clinton is our Lord and personal Jesus. However, nobody's siding with that shit because it's bullshit. Because if you look at her track record, she's an evil, maniacal witch. She's a warmonger. She's accepted blood money from Saudi Arabia, one of the largest Sharia law-abiding Arab nations ever in the world, and they have blood on their hands. Give money to the Clinton Foundation, and the Clinton Foundation supports Saudi Arabia, and yet Hillary Clinton gives sanctions to bomb Yemen, the poorest Arab nation. This is things that apparently Democrats are able to turn their cheek to, because when you try to call them on Hillary's bullshit, or when you try to just show them Hillary's record, all of a sudden everybody feels you're being sexist. It's the easiest way for Hillary Clinton to be given this White House. I mean, she has not earned it. She is the worst candidate running. I'd rather have Ted Cruz. That's saying a lot. But people don't understand. Your vote means nothing. What you think means nothing. Nothing's going to be done to better your lifestyle if you happen to fall into the category of people who will be taken care of under a Hillary Clinton administration or a Donald Trump administration. Well, then congratulations and a round of applause to you, because most importantly, you are probably an elderly straight white man. So honestly, this is really infuriating because the people who are pissing me off are my fucking fellow man. It's other poor people, other idiotic white people, or black people, or women who are voting for anyone other than Bernie Sanders. I have to align myself with the truest thing in this campaign process. Let me put a side note out there. I think politics in general are a sham. I think they're a joke. I think it's a facade. I think the powers that be have everything running and we're in a hamster wheel stuck and we pay attention to these people they put before us. However, and this is a big however, because I don't want to play their game. I think your vote is a waste of time. I think you spending time on November 4th going down to a polling place, you just wasted your time. You might as well have taken half the day off and had a cookie and a coffee with your child. Like, you're not doing what you think you're doing. However, if we're going to play the facade, I think it's really cool that a man like Bernie Sanders stepped up and said, you know what, let's call this shit out. He is an independent. He's a socialist who's independent. However, he ran Democratic because he, along with most people in this country, realized censorship is still alive and well. And if he wanted to get any publicity, any sort of media coverage, he needed to run Democrat. No independent is ever going to take the White House. Because take, for example, Jill Stein running in the Greenpeace party. Nobody knows who this bitch is, and she is even cooler than Bernie. I would fully support Jill Stein had she have the backing that Bernie does. And I think the cool thing about Bernie is he snuck in. He fooled everybody. He fooled these rich white men, so they need all of their media outlets, all their news anchor programs, all their radio stations. All these fucking millennials are just above that I'm getting pissed at because they're portraying this man to be weak or mumbly, or you can't understand him. He doesn't know how he's going to do anything. He can't set up a cabinet. It's like, what the fuck? He has the most experience in politics. He is the most honest man in this campaign. He is going to stand up for the people because he started a grassroots campaign with the people. And yet you have shittards fucking coming out of nowhere being like, oh, he's so misogynistic. How is he misogynistic? How are Bernie Sanders supporters misogynistic just because they don't support a woman? We need a woman in the White House, yes, I agree. However, it is not Hillary Clinton. The only reason I'm not voting for Hillary Clinton is because she's fucking evil. It's not anything to do with her genitalia. I could give a fuck. If she was a cool, down-to-ride fucking woman, like a side chick I'd be willing to be seen with, then yeah, she'd get my fucking vote. But she's an evil evil villain. If this were a movie, we'd all be against her, because there we'd actually be given her history. But it's so hidden, and you have to fucking dig on the internet for who this woman actually is. Her husband's no saint either. I mean, anybody who's been our president in the past, fucking all of them, have some dark shit that they kept hidden. Even Abraham Lincoln, the revolution, not about slavery. He didn't give a fuck about black people. It was about the Federal Reserve. It's all about money. The white man is only interested in money, and that's why I'm saying it's very rare and few and far between when you find people who are so genuine about what they want to do in this fucking world, and they give you a message trying to inform or teach or educate or help promote unity and justice. We're all shut up. We're all silenced because you think we're nutty because we're not in it for the fucking dollar. And yet you all want a leader like that. You want someone like that. But we live in a PC nation, a PC world at this point, because it is a disease that festers its way outside of just one fucking insecure place and made it so everybody is bothered by everybody's everything. Now all of a sudden, how everybody does anything bothers you. It's ridiculous. We're all stuck in our phones. Nobody even pays attention to the world anymore. We live in such a weird time. Hashtag apparently this is a rant video. I'm at a point, I can't even log onto my Facebook anymore. I'm getting in fights left and right. I cannot stand the people who I have had in my life growing up. I don't like any of these people. I have people on my Facebook posting things that just, I'm like, is this a joke on me? Are you guys purposely posting this shit? Because I didn't know I knew stupid people. And now I'm getting in all sorts of trouble because I'm calling people out because I have a big mouth and I don't keep my opinions to myself. And if you put it on social media, it's like writing it on the blackboard first thing in the morning right before school. Are you kidding me? I'm not supposed to pretend I saw that. Like, I am going to comment. You don't want to comment? Don't put it on social media. Plain and simple. Like, I'm not invading your privacy. You're putting your privacy online, you fucking moron. I can't. I'm not politically correct with my terminology. Everybody coming at me because I called Hillary Clinton Hillclit. Yeah, I do. It's not sexist. It's not me saying, ooh, she has a clit. She's worse. She's lesser. No, that's not what I'm saying. I don't like her. If I sat down and interviewed her, it wouldn't go well. And I'd probably be thrown in jail because freedom of speech does not exist. I don't know if any of you know, but NAFTA in 1992, basically a treaty saying the Constitution is no longer a thing. Look it up. Google it. Quick Google search will show you that in 1992, I believe that's when it was introduced, maybe signed into law in 94. It was around that time. Gave up the U.S. Constitution. We are not running under a U.S. Constitution law. Like, it's not how things work. I think the higher ups and their political system that they have jerry-rigged right now, I think they are gracious enough to keep it so that we believe we're under a constitution. But the moment that people start to realize what's going on, I mean, shit's ready to get rough. Shit's ready to go real. I mean, FEMA camps are in every major city. We have footage of drones being flown over these camps where there's hundreds of thousands of disposable coffins just structured. Who do you think those are for? Who do you think those are for? I mean, we've seen what humanity is capable of. Why do we, for some reason, think we're out of it? Why do we think we've progressed far enough when we see in the real world that we're censored all the time? We cannot voice our opinions. We see in this general election right now that you don't really have the freedom of speech or the right to protest, because look at all these people being corralled in certain areas at these primaries. And how come journalists, like independent, free-thinking journalists, are being silenced or jailed? How come Obama has a really bad track record of independent journalists and how he treats them? And how come he's deported more immigrants and made the borders a harsher environment than Bush ever did? And how come nobody talks about that? How come we're not talking about what's really going on? We're being shuffled into a corridor that leads to less and less rights that we're apparently choosing to be okay ignoring because a majority of us are still white enough, and we're still men enough, and we're rich enough. You know, like, we're barely skating by. We're pretending we don't see our brothers and sisters falling, whether they're gay, whether they're black, whether they're Hispanic, whether they're immigrants. I mean, my God, look at how we're treating immigrants right now. This is a land for immigrants. We're all immigrants who live here, except the Native American population. And, hashtag how'd you get here? How'd y'all get here? Because at some point this was just land. I'm so curious. I have so many questions, but you can't ask shit. It's the time we live in, because every time you ask somebody, somebody's offended. Oh my God, you offended me. Oh my God, you hurt my feelings. Yes, your feelings got hurt. MoveOn.org. I don't care. My world doesn't stop because your feelings are hurt. I don't care if you're my mama. I don't talk to my mom and she's at home crying every night because of her stupid problems she self-inflicts. I don't give a fuck. You're not me. Okay, in order for me to truly find happiness in this shitty world we've all been placed in, I need to do me. I need to watch my back, and I need to make sure y'all's lies aren't infringing on my truth. Okay, you do the same. We all keep each other held accountable, and we'll be cake. Like, that's the part I'm not understanding. Why don't people get this? All you have to do is govern your damn self. We do not need big government in everything. All of us talking about fucking trans bathroom. Like, fuck you. If I was trans, I'd put a middle finger in the air and I'd be like, you're mine. I'm gonna make this shit for you. If I walked in a bathroom and I could see someone was scared, I would make them more scared. That's who I am. Fuck you. Fuck you for thinking that your insecurity gets to infringe upon my rights as a human being. Fuck you, and fuck you to the parents of that child who fell into that gorilla pit in that zoo. I think it was Cincinnati. I hate you, and the world hates you, because we have to watch smart animals. That gorilla fucking took care of your baby. You should have been in protest demanding that that gorilla be freed, for fuck's sake. And I am so impassionate about this because I am realizing that I understand why people give more shits about animals than humanity. I get it. I fucking get it. Because you see the ignorance and the stupidity that human beings, we have all of this knowledge at our fingertips. You can go on Google and in 2 seconds, you can know anything about anything, and you sit and you go to your 9-to-5 job and you pick up your fat kid and you take him to McDonald's and you fucking stuff him with Starbucks and you push him off onto a babysitter so you can get drunk or drug or do whatever you do to try to reminisce about the 1 year in your life when you had fun and you were 23 and you were bar hopping and you were single and then you got fat and pregnant and beat. Like, you're so pathetic. You are so pathetic. Pull yourself up out of your own ditch and stop expecting everybody to do it for you. I am so mad. I am so mad that we have to take care of the world before making sure the world can take care of us. This is a healthy, robust planet, and we're killing it. We're taking out the land, the air, the water. There's not fucking free people anywhere you look. They're all being corralled into prisons. My God, what a disgrace are we? What a fucking disgrace. And it's not even humans causing this. I definitely believe that we are sharing this planet with some sort of sick, fucked up racist something. Okay? I love doing videos on aliens and extraterrestrial races. I think that's real. I think consciousness is real. I think ghosts and angels and demons are real. All of it's the same thing. We're experiencing a hologram right now. We're experiencing our individual perception of reality. And your reality is not my reality. Because in your reality, you think something is impossible that I've done. Okay? Let that sink in. Your reality ain't real. Borders aren't real. This land is for everyone. I don't care if you have a government telling you that borders exist to divide people based on their skin color. Fuck you. No, Earth is for everyone. Nothing is divided like that. Ageism, not real. Racism, not real. Disease, not real. All of this shit is made up to keep you in fear. You have fucking priests and ministers giving interviews now talking about how the Christian-based religion, which I'm sure it extends to all religions, they're just speaking on behalf of Christianity, but here they are saying that things being preached in the churches are to keep people in fear to make sure the Vatican has control. I mean, we do realize the Vatican is in charge of fucking everything here, right? The Vatican's been around since the dawn of humanity. My God, maybe not the building, but I'm talking about this ideal of controlling people. And religion is a really cool way to control people. Because like these priests and ministers are saying, hell is something that was made up to keep people in control. That is a control system. You fear it. Because now you're questioning me. You're like, that's not real. Hell is real. I grew up learning the Bible. I know how to interpret everything. No, you don't understand. A lot of people think Earth is hell. A lot of people think we're hell on earth right now. You know, you can debate these ideas, but do something with them. They exist. Priests and ministers saying hell isn't real. Not my mouth. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you believe in heaven and hell. This is for me. This information for me, I'm sharing with you. Not attacking you. You believe whatever you want. I'm just saying, what point are you going to wake up? Like, stop being controlled by everything. Why are people who speak out against atrocities committed by other human beings censored? Why are they stifled? Why is Edward Snowden running for his life? Is he even alive? I mean, this is... God forbid we ask. God forbid we ask. God forbid we expect to stay informed, right? Because then we'd, what? Challenge authority? And then we'd maybe progress human thinking and our progress amongst this world. I was just talking to my boyfriend the other day. What the fuck have humans done to progress ourselves rather than technology for the last 20 years? I mean, seriously, think about it. Like, the most contribution we have towards something not tech related, what is it? We haven't done shit for the environment. We don't have anything that helps us with transportation other than, I'm thinking, the bike. Like, for real, cars take technology. Take away from the car. Let's think of something that wouldn't pollute, something that would give us exercise and also utilize our ability to create energy. We're sitting here and letting technology roam free, my friends. And it's cool, like tech is cool, by the way. Tech is way further than you think it is. Like, they had an iPhone in the 50s. Get the fuck off me. Like, there's proof. There's documented proof that we had extraterrestrial technology in the 1950s. You can back the fuck up thinking your iPhone 6S is important. Like, fuck you. Fuck you. Talk to Nikola Tesla. Fuck you. Anyway, okay, I think I'm done yelling at everybody right now. This video full of things I am impassionate about. However, nobody talks about them. I log on to Facebook and everybody's like, oh my god, did you see Kylie Jenner's new nail polish? Or it's, ooh, I really want that brand new Lexus. However, then I can't afford my new S. Whatever should I do? Like, people acting like we don't have real shit going on is really starting to fucking bother me. And maybe it's because I turned 30. And maybe it's because I no longer give a shit about stupid shit. But I still want to enjoy the fun of luxury with everyone. I do. But that's the key, with everyone. And right now it's really exclusive and selective with who gets to share in that, and I don't think that's fair. And I want to bring attention to the fact that humanity doesn't care about taking care of each other. It just cares about moving forward and bettering oneself. Like, stop it. Let's take care of each other. Let's take a step back and realize we have so much more power, and we're giving it up every day willy-nilly because we don't take time and talk. All of this is just communication. Communicate with each other. Stop and have a conversation with your neighbor, some random person on the street, your teacher, something. Do something to educate yourself, ask questions, and challenge authority. Thank you for watching this video today. I'm sorry if I yelled too much, but like, for real, wake up. Peace out.